I'm here in Medjugorje. I'm with, what's your name?
Andrew Murphy,
Where are you from?
Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah.
And how often have you been here in Medjugorje, Andrew?
Oh my God, it's heading for 50 times.
50 times. 50. Wow.
Somewhere near it anyway.
Uh-huh.
I started in 84,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
middle of 84.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept going. I missed a year and a half there with the virus, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I come twice a year.
Twice. Why do you come back all the time?
Because I love my lady.
Beautiful.
Simple question.
Yeah. And you pray the rosary, no? I guess naturally.
I do all the prayers.
Yeah.
We do a lot of prayer meetings, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Used to have them in Ireland all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I always said, I said one time,
Mm-hmm.
I missed Caravan then, you see.
Mm-hmm. I
was younger then and I didn't get there. So I said, if a lady appeared anywhere in the world, I'm going. So one Christmas night I was sitting down reading a magazine from England, and I seen a column in it where a father, oh God, I can't think of his name, got 3.5 years or something in prison.
The parish priest from Medjugorje, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I got on to me when I was going to the prayer meeting. He said you can't go there, that's a communist country.
Speak loud, please, that people can hear you.
If you go there, you'll never be heard of again. You'll finish up in Siberia. You see? So I kept on and when I finished up, I got a phone call one night from a wealthy man, you see? And he says, we're going to Medjugorje, and you're coming. And that's what started it. So we had to go and kind of undercover. We went through to northern Italy, you see? And then we busted the whole ways to here. We went down to, I don't know what the airport, the name of it, but we went down,
loud, yeah?
we went down to Venice, stayed there because we only could travel at night. So then we took off over Venice, I think it was 10 o'clock or 11 that night, and we went around Trieste. Of course, then we were in formerly Yugoslavia. It wasn't too long until the boys came up on us and threw us out of the bus. So it was top travel was doing it. You heard it did. And that anyway, the driver and people who were over said we'd have to kind of hide. They loaded us all back into the bus. I'm telling this upside down. So we got back into the bus, but he says we can't, the next time they'll be out the road 3 or 4 miles and they'll take everything or destroy it. So we went and hid in a village, I don't know what the name of the village was. And we got cups of tea and we stayed there for 2 hours. So then they said the road now is clear. And we took off then. It took us 3 days to get to Medjugorje. I know we stopped for St. Leopold's villages and put in a day there, and we camped in, headed for here. So it was about 5 in the evening, and we couldn't find it. There was no signposts or nothing. Never was heard of. Medjugorje. So my dad, we're up in the mountains somewhere, under the name of Heavens was it, and we got out of the bus. I remember there was 2 towers, you know, and the church. And I was looking down over the valley here. And
And you saw the two towers of same shaped church.
There's two towers, and the boy driving the bus, so that's it. That's where we want to go. So that took another, I don't know, half an hour or so. So we came down, and there was an awful crowd outside the church. So we had to stop in Mustar. We couldn't, there's nowhere here, no food. So all you could do was eat bananas or they were giving out bits of bread. The women, you give them a few dollars. That's all the food you get here. We had to go back into Mustar at night. So I think the hotel was in the middle of the kind of a hotel and a bar. Awful smelling in the was. They must have been smoking their heads off of cigarettes. So we stayed 3 days here. We had to go again. So we went back across the Medjugorje into Italy. We visited Lanciano and we visited Loreto. Came home. Took 10 days.
Wow.
So it was some thrill for me that time. So that was the story of the first trip. So then it was coming with an army fella. He took up the job and he was pretty good. I had to give up the army and started running pilgrims and then marrying pilgrimages took over then. So we came other ways then. So I'm still coming.
Still, I see it, still coming now again.
This is the Medjugorje meeting.
And Medjugorje changed your life profoundly? Or?
Well, in my case, you see, I always followed the lady. I only wanted to go where she was appearing. I knew she was going to appear somewhere. Because it's going on since, I don't know, the 9th century or the 12th century. She's appeared all over the world in case people don't realise it. So she was in Guadalupe in the 15th century. Mexico. Then she was in Lourdes, 80 something. Then of course in 1970 she was in Fatima. Then she was in Ireland in Knock, if you heard of it.
Yeah, Knock, absolutely. I heard of beautiful.
She was 8 hours, no, 2 hours, visual stand. And that was in, what was that year? 80 and something. And there's hundreds of other places, so she hasn't left or anything. She's around still. But she stayed the longest here. Nearly 42 years coming up, I think, or is it 3?
42, 43, 42 years, no?
40 years.
2, I think.
That's half a
It's
lifetime.
a long time, no? And what happens to you when you come here? Does it change you a lot? Why do you come back all the time?
No, I just say I follow her and that's it. I was always a Catholic, of course. And I went to Mass on a bicycle. So I have various things. I do get the perfume blowing again. You heard tell of that. I got that this time last year at the Risen Lord there at the back of the church.
You smelled roses, or?
Yeah,
Wow,
like
beautiful.
roses. Very strong. I was in the queue and all of a sudden I came. And I was afraid to say anything. There was an awful crowd queuing up. And the next thing they all started getting it. They go, where's the roses coming out? They were coming off of me for some reason. I couldn't tell you. So that went on and just faded away. And then it came back for a minute and then it was gone. But there was a lot of young people there. And I couldn't figure it out at all where these roses went. But anyway, I knew where they were coming from, so I stayed quiet. Didn't say anything. because they'd be all on top of you looking for questions. And so I got to know Visca very well here. I've lovely photographs of her.
How is she? Because people ask, how is Visca? Can you describe Visca a little bit?
What?
Can you describe her a little bit? How is your friend Visca, the visionary?
Well, I asked him, how was she? Said she's in Italy, or is she? I don't know. I go down here to the mother for a few minutes. That's if she's there, or if she appears at all, I don't know.
Beautiful. And you pray the rosary?
Oh yeah.
Why do you pray the rosary?
Well, you see, the rosary is a thing that you keep thinking of the Holy Family. That's the idea.
Speak loud, yeah? Because of the cast.
Why?
Speak loud, yeah, if possible.
I'm very hoarse. This is a bad day
don't
for
worry,
me.
go slowly. That's okay, because there was the crowd, you know.
But you concentrate, it's like doing anything. You concentrate on the Holy Family. That's what that rosary is all about. It's like concentrating on your job or on your home. Or that's what you do. Keep repeating.
And what would you tell people like, you know, confession is very big here in
Very
Medjugorje.
big.
What would you tell about people about confession?
I don't know, you go and you express your sorrow, your sins. That's what you do to a priest. That's what you're supposed to do. God Almighty made that bargain on earth when he was at it. That's it. The other religions are telling to God, but it's not the same. You might be listening what the priest is. Of course, it's all the same. So,
Wow. What can I say? I can say thank you for this beautiful interview, what you did. Thank you for the beautiful
well, it's a
interview.
bit not in the proper order, but anyway, it did happen that way. So I keep coming until I'm better altogether. Not too good today, I didn't tell you.
And you got the smile of Medjugorje, I see it as well, you know. Beautiful. Thank you so much, yeah?
What do you do with this?